Alright guys, so quite a few people asked me to film while I'm fueling. I've done it before, but it has been a while. So I guess we'll go ahead and do another one since quite a few people have asked for it. So let's go ahead and do it, man. And see where we can pull away from everybody else. So everybody's like, oh my god, that CFI still, oh god, there's a truck coming, there's a truck coming, there's a truck coming. I wanted to take that far left spot over there, but it's gonna be a bit difficult because of this guy. Go ahead, bro, you got room. You got room, homie. Oh, I can see I can't take the far left side now. Maybe I can. Let's do a bit of finagling here, guys. Watch this mess. Watch this. I gotta pull it hard because I was all jacked up. I was trying to take this one, but he was waiting on me. There we go. Look at that. That was beautiful. Actually, I overdid it just a hair. I did. I'll still make it through. It's just I overdid it just a hair, man. I thought, come on, truck. So look, you got to pull up way forward because your tanks are back there. So you want to be way up here, or else that right one. I'm telling you, a lot of times I've had to. I'll start my fueling process, right? First off, we got to go on duty fueling. All right, on duty fueling. There's been a lot of times I started fueling and like I would have to stop, you know, pull up my truck another foot or something because I didn't pull up far enough. I've gotten better at it now, but originally I was cleaning my headlights earlier. I need to clean these windows. I'll probably do it while I'm here since this place isn't busy right now and stuff, so I can chill for a little bit. But anyways, basically we pull up our Loves app here. The cool thing is we get points for Loves, right? That CFI pays for the fuel. We get points. I got $42 in points right now. I can go into Loves and buy anything for $42. Find your location automatically. The pump number 23 right there. Usually it's either right there, it's on the pump, and it'll be up high on the pole. And we select the pump, like, which this will be 23. So we're gonna select diesel and DEF, which is diesel exhaust fluid. I'll always choose those two. Reefer, that'd be if you had a refrigerated trailer. Odometer, 245481, 245481. But yeah, sometimes you'll go through all of these steps, literally cash advance. No, I don't want a cash advance. My cash advance is only $25 anyways because it's my first load from home time. Additional products, we do have anti-gel fuel additive that we put into our fuel tanks. If the temperature is, you know, like below freezing or really cold, you put that additive in there to keep your diesel from gelling up. That's when you would select additional products, yes, and then you would walk in and get it. They will scan your card and, you know, you put additional products here, they know, and then the company automatically pays for it. We don't have to get reimbursed for it. But I have a bottle of it in my under my bunk anyways. So yeah, I don't need it because I already got a bottle of it. So no. Do you want a receipt printed inside? No, I don't need one. It all goes to here. It's CFI's anyways, ain't mine. Pump 23 is almost ready. Begin fueling. And then it'll tell you when it's ready, and then we'll be good to go, man. Now, they told me to fill up here. I'm at half a tank. If they didn't tell me to fill up, I will show you guys what I do in that situation to make sure that it cuts off in time. There we go. Pump 23 is ready. Now you know it's ready, you can fuel. See, I lined it up pretty much perfect this time. So we take the cap off. Just like your car, if you guys that don't drive. It's pretty simple. Throw it in there. You can lock it just like any other pump. No. Usually if it's not raining or something, I'll just take off my diesel cap when I'm walking around to do the other one. You see my trailer's a little slanted because I overdid it. And take this one off. This is the one that'll mess you up sometimes if you don't pull up far enough, because it'll get stuck here and I'll be like, oh no, I can't get it. So sometimes that happens. And there we go. Now we just let them run until it's filled up. And usually at this point I'll go ahead and clean the old windshield off, the side windows. I'll get my paper towels and wipe down the side windows, the mirrors and all that. It's usually what I do when I fuel, unless I'm in a super hurry and they're not really dirty, then I won't do it. But most of the time, it's pretty much winter now, so there's no bugs or anything, or not a lot. Not as much as during the summer, so it's not as bad at all. Now, as far as when I gotta purchase a certain amount of gallons, sometimes they'll say, you know, stop here and purchase 65 gallons or something, you know, not to fill up. Well, you got both of these things going here. Once you cut this one off, it stops both of them. This is the main pump. So what I'll do is if it says pump 65, I'll stand here and watch it. When it hits 65, I just push this in. Funny story, okay, and yeah, it's pretty stupid, but you know, I never thought about it, is I would watch, and then when it got to about 65, I would undo this, and that one would keep pumping until I went over here and hung it up. And I did that like once or twice, and I was like, what am I doing? Because it would go over the 65, because basically when I took this out, stopped pumping this one, that one would still pump until you hang it up. So then I was like, yeah, dumbass Dave, why don't you just push this when you're watching it? So then I'll watch it and I'll push this in. Yeah, it's stupid, I know, Larry. I know, Larry. I should have known, Larry. I did it twice, right? I probably did do, oh God. I probably did do it twice, honestly, which is funny. Anyways, always remember to put your caps back on. Usually I put this one back on after I hang that up. That one I'll do after my def. Since I'm already over here, it's like authorized def. I go ahead and grab the def. Diesel exhaust fluid, make sure it's good. Oh God, sometimes sometimes they're not close and you gotta do this number. Pull it. There we go. Then we pump our diesel exhaust fluid. Oh, it pumped quick. Usually it's slower than that. That's quick pumping def. There we go. Hang that back up. Then I put my def cap on. I cleaned all of my mirrors. I probably edited it out, but I did. I cleaned all of them. Literally. All nice and clean now. Then I come over here and do this one, and that's kind of my system. I mean, there's nothing to it, it's just fueling up, but you guys wanted to see, so there you go. Generally, sometimes I'll walk around the trailer, you know, make sure my tires, my brakes all look good. Walk to the back, make sure my seal's still on there, make sure my padlock is on there, etc. And then, yeah, all still good. You know, just like a little mini pre-trip, basically. I mean, as far as DOT is concerned, you know, I think you got to do one in like every 24-hour period or something. But, you know, whenever I stop, I like to just check everything. Make sure, look how clear those mirrors are now, man. Look at that mirror. Woo-wee. My mirrors are clean, my windshield's clean. A little bit of soap over there, be all right. Be all right. Ain't that serious. Got our new lights, got some clean mirrors. We're fueling up, man. Girl. Now we just need a truck wash, huh? But yeah, so I'm gonna park, and I could park here, but I think I was gonna do over there, but I don't know. Nobody's coming behind me. I think I'm gonna hit one. Oh, there's a pull through right there. Nah, that's not pull through. Let's take this one right here. Right here next to this Jordan. That'll work. That'll work, baby. Okay, let's turn her up. Let's watch the trailer. Straighten her out. Oh boy, that was iffy. Just gotta watch that side. Yeah, I didn't turn up right. Sometimes I get it, sometimes I jack it up. Just depends on how I'm feeling on this day. Yeah, I totally botched that, man. But I fixed it. I just gotta pull up to the left to fix it. Pull up to the left, back to the right. Straighten her back out. And there we go. We are lined up perfectly now. So here's a guy over here doing his pre-trip in that gray truck there. And you know, when I talked about how I always do my pre-trips, and one of you guys commented, you said, well, it says that, you know, you can't do a pre-trip no quicker than like 12 minutes or something, because I said I don't want to fill my video with 5 to 10 minutes doing a pre-trip. And whatever DOT says is what I do, okay? So I'm just letting you guys know. I may have said 5 or 10 minutes, but whatever the law is, that's what I do. But it does differ by state. We actually learned that in CFI. Ooh, CFI. Don't shut down, bitch. Okay. We actually learned that in CDL school. For the state of Mississippi, where I live from, they say that a pre-trip cannot be done any quicker than like 7.5 minutes or something like that. So I know it differs by state by how long they say, you know, a pre-trip takes. My trainer actually taught me to do my pre-trip, obviously, but it only needed to be logged for 5 minutes. Well, then I started hearing some other guys say, oh, I do 7, or oh, I do 10, or oh, I do 15, you know? So, yeah, but like I said, whatever the law is what I do, okay? Just let's just get that out of the way. But if you watch any other guys do their pre-trips, I don't think I've ever seen somebody do a pre-trip 12 or 15 minutes. Like this guy here, I was watching him. He walked around, looked at all his lights. He looked under the truck for leaks. And he's probably gonna go back there and check his brakes and check his tires on each one, make sure his sealing lock's on there and all that stuff, and then he's probably gonna get back in the truck and leave. Is he gonna open his, he's checking his airlines. I check that every morning too. You know, make sure one ain't disconnected, make sure they ain't leaking. I'm listening for leaks, all that good stuff. And now he's gonna get back in his truck. Bet. Literally 2 minutes. Literally, it was about 2 minutes was his pre-trip this morning. I have never seen a guy out here doing a full freaking DOT inspection. Of course I do. You know, I'm one of the few that do, guys. Just letting you know, everything. The hood goes up, I check everything. Everything. Every single thing. And if I didn't, I wouldn't tell you. But anyways, that's 99%. I've never seen a guy out here doing a full pre-trip. I'm talking about like DOT, like how they teach you to get your CDL. Never have I once seen a guy doing a full pre-trip. So if anybody gives me crap over that, I know good and well that you're not doing a full pre-trip. But like I said, you can't give me crap because I do that full pre-trip every single morning, man. Every morning. I don't even forget the door hangers. I check the door hangers. It was actually one of our CDL instructors. He told us too when I was in school, you know, our class was standing around, he chose some pre-trip and stuff. He said, I'm just gonna let you know, when you're out there in the real world, us old guys are gonna be sitting in our trucks laughing at you if you're out there doing the full pre-trip. So yeah, guys, I must get laughed at all the time when I got my hood open. I'm checking everything, man. But no, guys, if you watch any guys out here, generally what you will see is, you know, checking for leaks, checking the tires, checking the lights, checking the airlines, checking to make sure your tandem lever isn't pulled out. Make sure your fifth wheel is not. That's a big thing that, you know, definitely your fifth wheel. You don't want to pull out and have your trailer just drop behind you. So every morning that I get up, I do all those things. I check my airlines, check the fifth wheel, check the tandem release lever. Brakes, tires, lights, and plenty more. Like I said, I do the full thing. But yeah, I've told you guys several videos that, you know, I edit out the pre-trips. Because, you know, it's just gonna be long and boring. And there's way too many things that people could be like, oh, well, you shouldn't have checked this like that. You should have did this or that or whatever. But yeah, like I said, I edited out my pre-trips for several reasons. Number one being I just don't want to fill my video with, you know, 12 DOT minutes, 15 DOT minutes, whatever it is, whatever state I'm in. I do my pre-trip in the time that it takes in that state to do my pre-trip. You bet your ass I do. Oh man, it's fun being a YouTube trucker. It really is. This is way more fun than moto vlogs ever were. I do miss riding a motorcycle though. I do eventually want another one, but I have bigger plans with my money right now that, you know, over the next year, year and a half or so, I got some big plans. So I'm kind of on a saving spree right now. But yeah, man, it's kind of funny. Like every day I kind of think, you know, when I'm doing this job, it seems like every day I seem to like it more. And I've actually had a few different people, friends and family, a few different friends and family members that have asked me the same question: do you still like it as much as you did originally? You know, and it's funny because I actually begin to like it more and more as time goes on. I loved it originally too, but the stress of being so new and learning the ropes and everything else. And, you know, obviously you still learn every day. I'm not sitting here saying, oh, I know everything. That's why no, but I'm a lot more comfortable than I was. You know what I mean? And that comfort has kind of helped to kind of relax a little bit and enjoy the job more, rather than always being, you know, nervous as crap about almost everything. You know, backing or just driving or anything. You know, it just took a little bit of time to kind of fall into it. But yeah, man, like I always say, it's something that I really wish I just would have done a long time ago in my 20s, because I'm so much happier doing this than walking into that office every day or whatever else the case may be. A little guy with a little pup right there. He's gonna take the puppy to do his pre-trip maybe. But yeah, it's just, I don't know, man. It matches me very well, this job, like just the enjoyment factor of it and the lifestyle of it. And you know, guys, I've said this in my live streams before, but I don't know if I've ever said it in video. And I'll say this for you guys looking to start, or anybody looking to become a truck driver. You know, you get the question all the time. A lot of you guys have asked me in my live streams and stuff of saying, is trucking worth it? Is the money worth it? You know, the sacrifices that you make of not being home and pretty much, you know, a 24/7 job for the most part. You know, you're always in this truck, and you guys ask me, is it worth it? And I've always given the same answer. I've said, if you don't enjoy doing this, if you don't enjoy the lifestyle of this, of trucking, no, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. You have, like, I don't know if there's guys out here that just don't enjoy trucking, that just hate it. God, it would be so miserable, because this is what you're doing literally, you know, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, until, you know, once every month or two you get your days off. You know, we get roughly like four to 5 days off a month with CFI, if you wanted to take that. He's about to back. He might be backing next to me, or maybe there's some spots there to his left. But if you don't enjoy being out here, if you don't enjoy doing this type of work, then no, it's not worth it. However, if you take it for what it is, which is a lifestyle, and you enjoy that lifestyle, which I do very much so, a lot of us out here do, probably most of us, I'm sure not everybody, but most of us. You know, for some people it might just be a job. Then yeah, it is well worth it. I mean, you get paid enough to make a good living. You don't have that boss over your shoulder. As long as you pick up and deliver at the times that you're supposed to do, nobody's messing with you. Nobody's telling you, hey, you stopped for, you know, 20 minutes at this place, blah, blah, blah. What are you doing? You know what I mean? If I got a lot of time on the load and I see somewhere that I want to go and there's truck parking or something around the area, I can do it in my load if I have the extra time. I can stop. I can sit here right now. I could have, you know, some jobs, you know, maybe when I was working the box truck, you know, I couldn't stop that long. But out here, I can go in there and get food. I can come back out. I can hang out. Whatever I want to do, as long as I make sure that I'm there when that load is due. That's all there is to it. And I just enjoy that. I enjoy being out here. I really do. I mean, I still get to do my YouTube videos. I still get to play some games on my laptop here and there. I still get to relax and sit back there and browse the internet while getting unloaded or loaded, or on my 30-minute breaks, or when I got a lot of time on a load. You still get your breaks here and there. You still get to kick back and relax. You still get to kind of live your life. And nowadays, it would be a lot easier than before. I can still keep in contact with my friends. I can talk to people. Back in the day before cell phones, yeah, I could imagine this being such a lonely job. And that's why you would see people congregating out at places. Like, you know, you don't really see people out. You know, back in the day, I hear all this stuff. I don't know, obviously. I wasn't a truck driver back then. But these are things you hear. Like, guys would have like a cookout out in the freaking truck stop and have some chairs out, you know, in the thing, and get the grills out and grilling, and the little mom and pop truck stops, and all the truckers would sit around the table bullshitting with each other and having fun and stuff, you know, because they don't get to talk to anybody for the weeks and weeks that they're out. They didn't have cell phones back then, unless you went to a payphone and called real quick, you know, but, you know, for the most part, you didn't have any interaction. Nowadays, you know, you can video message people, you can FaceTime, Skype, whatever. You know, you get to talk to people. We got our headsets, we can talk to people while we're driving. I think that's a big reason why you don't see those types of things in trucking anymore, because it's so easy for people to still reach out to their family, still have people there for them, have conversation, see their face on video and stuff, or entertain ourselves with laptops and cell phones and TVs in the truck and everything else. Whereas, you know, back in the day, they didn't have all that. You know, so it was just kind of like it was a different world back then, and they had to, you know, entertain themselves and get their socializing in on the road, in the truck stop, at the you know, outside having a little barbecue and all that good stuff. So that's a big reason why I feel like, you know, trucking isn't the same. And a lot of the old drivers, you know, hate that it's changed, and I can understand that. I can understand that, because it's just not the same. You know, we used to this, we used to that, and I get that. I understand that completely, where they come from. And if I drove back then, we'd probably all say the same thing. Us young guys that are just starting out or weren't driving back then, with the paper logs and the barbecues out in the thing and the mom and pop big gatherings at the truck stops and stuff. You know, like, we would say the same thing if we drove back then. We'd be like, man, it just ain't the same, you know. I wish I could have experienced those days, though. That would have been a really, really cool time to be a truck driver, I think. It really would have been. But then again, on the flip side, you know, now it's a lot more comfortable, you know. The trucks ride better. The trucks are more comfortable. There's more space, you know. There's more convenience and entertainment with your TVs, your laptops, your cell phones, the internet. You get Wi-Fi at the freaking truck stops now, you know? So, you know, it's a give and take. Back then you had more camaraderie. You had more of a brotherhood feel to it, because that's all you had when you were out here. You know, and now it's more like kind of, not always, but, you know, kind of like a every man for himself. And, oh, I can talk to my friends and family through any means necessary. I don't got to be out here socializing with all the other drivers and stuff. But back then, that's just all they had, man. You know, they had each other. And that's why it was more of a tight brotherhood, I feel, than what it is now. But that's just my thoughts on it, guys. I'm a rookie. I didn't drive back then. I don't know. But that's just kind of how I see things.
Let's take a spin to a foreign place. These open highways are calling our name, and now it's time for us to escape. Escape to a world we don't know. Escape into the great unknown. Escape to a world we don't know. Escape into the great unknown.